So today I would like to speak about the AI overlay system. So in many ways, what we call our imagination or our capacity to think is a system of like an AI overlay. In other words, I am looking at this right now. I'm aware. There's this awareness that I can't turn off. It's just this always on awareness, and it's just aware of what is, right? And if I look just in this moment, all there is what is right here. But then there's this secondary thing, which we call thinking, thought, the person, ourself, the voice in our head. It's kind of like an AI overlay system that can assess data about what we know, data sets that we have, and it can kind of present them to you in certain ways that are kind of a warning system. This is kind of what the ego is like, a warning system, using several types of sets or configurations of data sets that then configure a certain kind of warning for you. So it's like your car has this sensor, and when you drive back and forth, especially modern cars, when you drive back and forth and you come too close to another car, there is this sensor that just tells you, boop, 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 warning, you know, you're coming too close to the to some object, right? Well, we have a similar device, and that's our own overlay AI system, and which you could call thought, imagination. You know, this complex system of data processing that is not intervening. It seems to be intervening with our vision. So, for example, I'm going to do a little exercise. So, if you were to look right now at the room or at me, the screen, and I were to ask you to see in front of you in your mind's eye, in this AI system, let's say a giraffe. You could see a giraffe. So I'm looking at you right now, I'm looking at the camera, and I'm seeing the camera, and I'm looking also in my mind's eye, in the AI overlay system, I'm seeing a giraffe. And now I'm seeing an elephant. So I'm seeing an elephant. Now I say a hyena, and I'll see a hyena, right? I'll see a shark, and I'll see a shark. Now, this shark, or this hyena, all these images that I have in this AI overlay system have not interfered with my eye vision, the vision of the physical eyes of what I'm seeing. So awareness is aware of what is here, and there's some kind of secondary AI overlay system that can see and think about things that don't seem to be here, but more in this kind of thought type of data set, right? And this could be likened to AI. Because if you look at the way it's working, it's like Google Glass. You remember these kinds of technologies, things like Google Glass, where you would put the glasses on, and let's say you go to the groceries, you'd have to have no labels on anything, because the Google Glass will be interfacing with the labels or the chips or whatever's in the supermarket, and you could see the price and the names and whatever's on it in your Google Glass, and you won't have to see it on a sticker stuck to the counter or on top of the products that you're looking at. This kind of AI system is basically what this mind type of system is, this thought type of system is. It's an AI overlay system, right? And I thought this other thing was quite funny about that is that when you look at this this thing about Thoth is the Egyptian god, and he was also known as Hermes Trismegistus, right? Whatever, I always call him just Hermes, from the Greek mythology. And Thoth was held to be the inventor of writing, the creator of languages, the scribe, which is to describe something, which is to delineate something, and the interpreter. Now, when you look at this kind of significance here, like you're really seeing that the inventor of writing, which is language, right? Writing is language in words. Scribed, really. Languages is the scribed version of writing, of language, right? Or really, writing is the scribed version of languages, and the interpreter. So if you look at it from that perspective, you'll see that basically let me go over here for a second. Basically what you're looking at is that the AI system is thought, right? Which is what I said here about at the end here, that thought is thought. Thought is thought. Like it's a little bit different word, but it obviously must have come from there. It seems to at least have come from there. Which is that thought is AI. And I say thought is AI, right? But thought, obviously, I think comes from thought. Thought, the word comes from thought. So if you go to this system and you look at what it's doing, this system of thought is interfering or overlaying itself as an AI type of screen, as this film type of brain thing. It's obviously not a film over your eyes. It's not like Google Glass or any of these technologies. It's an integrated technology that's built into the system of our body. So genetically, we have been imprinted with this genetic type of coding that allows for this AI function to be in our, let's say, just for sakes of saying, the brain, right? So we have this big jello of a brain in here with a lot of fat, right? Basically cholesterol, this magnificent type of AI computer thing, or at least computer. And in it is this software that interfaces with everything we're seeing. So I could be driving a car and you could be thinking about the giraffe or the elephant, and the elephant or the giraffe would not be blocking my view from seeing the road and getting in an accident, right? So there's this awareness, and I'm aware of everything that is. And then I'm also aware of this overlay AI system that is called, let's say, the mind, the thought system, the AI overlay system. And basically, when you rest without activating the AI, would be called meditation or quantum resting. So God's will, let's say, if you wish, if that word doesn't offend you, but the will or being what you truly are, presence, this state of being, is without the AI interference. This AI screen is not presenting anything to you. So real meditation is the being of what you truly are, pure awareness, looking at nothing. And not looking at this AI screen, which is always thinking, always presenting some kind of future, some kind of past, some kind of thoughts about something, always interpreting, right? Always scribing. This is the AI overlay system. So to be what you truly are is to return to the state of pure awareness, being aware of itself. So I am, and I'm aware that I'm aware, and I'm looking. So if I were to looking right now at through the window at this tree that I see outside, I'm just looking and I'm not overlaying any thought. The moment I do overlay thoughts, I could say like it's a pear tree or it's an apple tree or it's a this kind of tree. I could label it. I could say it's in its summer phase, it's green, it's whatever. All these labels that the AI thought mechanism would subscribe to it. That's the thought, that's the thought, that's the interpreter, right? As opposed to when I just look and I just see what I see. And I am, and I feel the well-being, this silent, quiet place of well-being in my body, which is my true nature's fragrance, if you wish, the very fine objects that are this very, very fine well-being that pervades the body. I'm breathing, and I'm here, and I don't use the AI overlay system. But the moment I start thinking about anything, and that's where most people reside in the world today, they drift off into this world of the AI screen, which is trying to present them with all these data sets saying, hey, be aware, you have to do the shopping, you have to get your finance in order, you have to do this and that and that, and before you can go on a pension when you're 60-something. These warnings that have really nothing to do with being here. So being the absolute pure presence, the nature of being, the beingness that we are fundamentally, that is our primordial state of being, is just AI-less. It's not obsessed with this AI warning system, because if you had a lot of trauma or you had a lot of things happen in your life that have hurt you, this AI ego mechanism, right? It's like an AI ego mechanism. It would constantly be going off all these things that you have to do, and that's what we call thought. And so everybody that's trying to return to their true nature by being, just resting without having to constantly be identified, is really only trying to distance themselves from this AI overlay ego warning mechanism, like the car going boop, 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 oh shit, I should do this, oh I should do this, oh man, what if I do this and it goes wrong? This is the worrying mind, right? This is this thought system, right? This AI system. As opposed to, okay, thank you very much, ego AI system, for being there as a warning system. But you can also be off for a while. So when you're just sitting, when I'm just sitting here, I can remain as the pure awareness, looking at awareness, feeling the well-being in the body, resting as my true nature, without being obsessed with this AI overlay system of ego construct, warning me all the time about something that's not here, and thus drawing me away from being present with what is here, and drawing my attention away also from this thingless thing, this absent state of pure awareness, this looking, this pure perception, this beingness, which is just being. And when I look at myself, just being, I can only feel the well-being and the fragrances of joy and bliss and peace. Because the pure primordial state of being, which is I and the Father am one state, that, I and the Father am one, before Moses I am the way, the life, and the truth. That I, which I am, primarily, is always here. And I don't need to always be obsessed with this AI screen, because it's definitely a form of artificial intelligence overlay, and it's been given too much attention in most cases. And the return to your true nature, the return to God, to unify with the real original state of being of the universe, which is eternity, which is your true nature, which is what everybody finally primordially is by just letting the AI, turning away from the AI, letting it, not distract you, and then rest. And that's bhakti, that's resting, that's meditation, that's quantum resting, just returning and resting as that awareness, being aware of being aware, and then finding what parameters that has, the fragrances that has, and those are stillness, silence, joy, beauty, bliss, well-being. These are the fragrances that come with that awareness, just resting as awareness, as opposed to always focusing on the AI overlay ego system.